Welcome back to Metal Planet, it's your boy Max Gray. Today I'm gonna go over the new heavy metal and hard rock releases that will come out on March 7th, 2025. Destruction, which is a part of the big four of German thrash metal alongside Creator, Sodom and Tankard, will release next Friday its 16th studio album Birth of Malice. The tracks in this album will have a rebellious attitude and a razor-sharp guitar sound. Like the title Birth of Malice suggests, the lyrics of many songs in the record like Greed, Evil Never Sleeps and Angst talk about destructive human behaviors. Other tracks like Cyber Warfare will explore different themes. For example, this last one was inspired by the influence of technology in society. If you are a death metal enthusiast, I think that there are two new releases coming out this week that could interest you. Phoenix Cryptobiosis by the Spanish band Avulsed and Something to Pierce by the Italian formation Sadist. The music of Avulsed has a brutal and unpolished sound. The lyrics are sung in the guttural growl style and they are centered around the theme of gore that is often prevalent in death metal music. The music of Sadist is also brutal and intense, but it is a bit more refined. The playing is a bit more technical and the songs are a bit more proggy. Prophecy will be the 6th full-length album by the band Edge of Paradise from California, and it will be a Napalm Records title. Edge of Paradise is a band with a modern sound. Its music has it all: memorable hooks, huge choruses, electronic sounds, a presence of strings, and a beefy guitar tone. This is a band that is poised to become hugely successful in the coming years. Although the music of Edge of Paradise is often categorized as falling into the hard rock or classic heavy metal category, I think that the formation's music is closer to alternative and symphonic metal. Next Friday we will have the opportunity to listen to a new hard rock album, Glory or Nothing by Overdrivers, and a new progressive rock LP, Curious Ruminant by Jethro Tull. Overdrivers is a French formation with a sound that evokes the music of the bands Airborne and AC/DC. Jethro Tull is an old school band that was formed in the late 60s. It is centered around the singer, guitarist and flute player Ian Anderson. The music of Jethro Tull can mainly be described as progressive rock, but there are also traces of hard rock, folk rock and blues rock in the band's music. To celebrate the 25th anniversary of the Disturbed classic The Sickness, the label Reprise Records will release on March 7th a deluxe edition of this album on CD and vinyl. In the CD version, the first disc will contain the original album, while the second disc will contain B-sides, unreleased demos and rarities. The Sickness is one, if not the most iconic album in Disturbed's discography. It was released during the height of the nu metal movement and features some of the band's most well-known songs like Down with the Sickness and Stupefy. In a few days, two female-fronted heavy metal bands with lyrics inspired by occult or horror themes will drop a new album. Christian Mistress will release Children of the Earth. The music of this band is reminiscent of the occult rock band Coven from the late 60s, but with riffs that are more metal. Deathless Legacy will release Damnatio Aeterna. This one will have keyboard parts that create an eerie atmosphere, and it will tell the story of a lesser demon named Malcolm, who is challenged by the devil to ensnare a priest in eternal damnation. If you like the music of Ghost and King Diamond, Deathless Legacy is a band that you could like. On the stoner rock and sludge metal front, two interesting records by relatively new bands will come out. Second Sound will be the second studio album by Kaiser. This band from Finland was formed when its members met on the web and discovered that they share the same interests in music. Their songs have an appeal for fans of bands like Corrosion of Conformity and Red Fang. Thief to Sky will be the first full-length album by Guiltless, a band that consists of members of the bands Neurot and A Storm of Light, as well as a former member of the band Neurosis. Niviane is a band that previously wasn't on my radar at all, but the cover of its new album Queen of Phantoms piqued my interest. Niviane was formed roughly 10 years ago, and its new record will be the band's third studio album. Queen of Phantoms is supposed to be heavier and more refined than the band's previous two records. It will have a melodic sound with soaring vocals and intricate arrangements. In contrary to many power metal bands that originate from Europe, Niviane is from the US. It will be interesting to hear the take of an American band on the music genre. Probably the most anticipated release for this week is the new Whitechapel full-length Hymns in Dissonance. It is intended to be a return to the ultra-aggressive sound of the band's earlier releases, so long-time Whitechapel fans have been pretty excited about this new album. The songs A Visceral Wretch and the title track that the band released earlier were really well received by many metal fans for their brutal and menacing sound. Lyrically, the album's story is centered around a cult leader character who is gathering people to join his cult. Hymns in Dissonance is a promising album. If you are excited to listen to this one, let me know in the comments. 3 other core albums will come out on March 7th. Save Our Souls by the metalcore band Balanced Breach is intended to be a testament to resilience, creativity, passion, and to represent a journey of raw aggression, soaring melodies, and introspective storytelling. Better Living Through Static Vision by Static Clone will have a ferocious and gritty hardcore sound, with songs focusing on the themes of alienation and loss. Tsunami Sea will be the second studio album by Spirit Box, an ascending metalcore band from Canada, with a sound inspired by various metal subgenres. For black metal, we have this week a release that is more straightforward and another that is more outside the box. Nixian Path by Nikaros will be in the traditional black metal vein, with a dark, direct, and raw aesthetic. Bioluminescence by Dawn of Ouroboros will be more experimental. It will be a mix of post-black metal and progressive metal. That album features a blend of harsh and clean vocals, as well as a striking contrast between aggressive passages and quieter parts, creating an eclectic and atypical sound for a black metal band. If you like to stay up to date on the new releases, or if you like to discover new heavy metal and hard rock albums, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for more heavy music related content if you haven't already. Also, if you plan to listen to an album that was presented today, write your thoughts on that album in the comments down below. This week I will listen to the new Whitechapel album for sure. I like the fact that this band seems to be going back to its roots. I'll probably also listen to the new Dawn of Ouroboros album. I find the eclectic sound of this one interesting. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers!